When it comes to diagnostic tools like the Autel Scanner MaxiSys MS909, it's easy to get caught up in the hype and overpay for a product that doesn't quite live up to its promises. But after spending weeks putting the MS909 through its paces against other top-tier scanners, I can confidently say that this one is different. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really sets the MS909 apart is its ability to handle modern vehicle networks with ease. While most scanners still treat cars like they're from 10 years ago, this one maps out the entire communication flow using Autel's new Topology 2.0 system. Instead of just throwing codes at you, it shows exactly how modules are talking to each other, which saves so much time when you're chasing intermittent issues. I recently had a 2023 Ram come into my shop with a random Uconnect glitch, and within minutes the scanner pinpointed the gateway module acting up, something my older tools couldn't even see. This level of insight is invaluable when you're dealing with complex electrical systems, and it's a major reason why the MS909 has become my go-to tool for tough diagnostics. The hardware is also seriously next level. The 12-inch touchscreen is bright enough to use in direct sunlight, and the processor is fast enough that you're not waiting around for menus to load. I've used scanners that lag when you're pulling live data, but the MS909 handles multiple streams without breaking a sweat. Plus, it runs Android 11, so the interface is smooth and familiar if you've used a tablet before. The overall build quality is also impressive, with a sturdy design that can withstand the rigors of daily use in a busy shop. Another thing that impressed me was the bidirectional control. I've had situations where a customer brings in a car with a weird complaint, like the power sliding door not closing all the way, and instead of just reading codes, I can actually test the actuators right from the scanner. The MS909 lets you cycle windows, reset service lights, and even program keys on certain models, things that usually require separate tools. That alone could pay for the scanner if you do a lot of electrical work, and it's a major time saver when you're dealing with complex systems. Being able to test and verify repairs in real time is a huge advantage, and it's something that sets the MS909 apart from other scanners on the market. Coverage is another big win for the MS909. Autel is constantly pushing updates, and this thing already supports over 150 makes and models, including all the latest protocols like CAN-FD and Ethernet. I tested it on a 2024 Tesla Model Y and a 2025 Ford F-150, and both worked flawlessly out of the box. Most scanners need yearly subscriptions to keep up, but Autel includes 2 years of updates with the MS909, which is a nice cost saving. This means you can stay ahead of the curve without breaking the bank, and you'll have access to the latest features and protocols as they become available. The built-in oscilloscope and multimeter functions are also surprisingly useful. Instead of grabbing a separate meter for quick voltage checks, I can just plug in the included cables and take readings right on the scanner. It's not a full replacement for a lab scope, but for quick diagnostics like checking sensor voltages or testing fuel pump circuits, it's more than enough. The oscilloscope is particularly handy for visualizing complex waveforms, and it's saved me a lot of time when I'm trying to track down intermittent issues. Being able to see the data in real time, rather than just relying on static readings, has been a game changer for my diagnostic workflow. Now, I know that the MS909 isn't perfect. The biggest downside is the price. This isn't a casual purchase. If you're just doing basic oil changes or light diagnostics, you're probably better off with something cheaper. The learning curve is also steeper than a basic code reader, so don't expect to master it in an afternoon. It takes some time to get used to the Topology 2.0 system and all the advanced features, but trust me, it's worth it. The MS909 is a professional-grade tool that's designed for serious diagnostics, and it's not something you'll outgrow anytime soon. In fact, the more I use the MS909, the more I appreciate its capabilities. It's not just a tool, it's a time saver, a profit builder, and a competitive advantage. When you're dealing with complex electrical systems, every minute counts, and the MS909 helps you get the job done faster and more accurately. All things considered, though, the Autel MaxiSys MS909 is the most future-proof scanner I've tested. It's built for shops that want to stay ahead of the curve, not just keep up. If you're serious about diagnostics and tired of outdated tools holding you back, this is the one to get. It's an investment, yes, but it's one that will pay for itself many times over in the long run. Check it out using the link below if you want to see the latest pricing and details.